Well, I decided the waterfall, whoops, went into the back, and I just centred it up. So there's a gap here, which worked out really well because now there's room for the poinsettia flower there. So now I want to do the inside cover. I've put my mat down, but I haven't put down my decorative papers yet because I shall need that loose for the moment. So, the first thing, this is quite a simple page, well at least it is in my head. I used 3 sheets of A4 paper. So the first sheet you want to cut down, you want to leave the full length, which I think is 8 3/4 inches, 8 5/8 of an inch. So I've kept the full length and I've cut it down to 5.5 inches. And I've done the same to the second one. And on both of these, I scored at 7 5/8 of an inch. Okay, so that's 11 5/8 of an inch by 5.5 inches, scored at 7 1/8 of an inch, and that's 2 of those. For my second piece, I kept instead of keeping the length, I kept the full width, which is 8 1/4. Cut that also down to 5.5 inches and scored it at 7.5. Cut another strip from the same piece and did exactly the same. 5.5 inches, 8 1/4 full length, and scored at 7.5. Now in my head this works out really well. That's in my head. Okay, the next thing I need is magnets. And what I've done is I've die cut this out twice, and this is this Sweet Dixie Dyes Snowflake Edge and Matching Snowflake. Well, I've used the Snowflake Edge, so I cut that out twice, sandwiched a magnet underneath the centre here, perfect size, and then glued up the top. So it's not glued right the way down, this is still open at the bottom. And I got through the post the other day some Winker Stella, and this is the gold Winker Stella 101 is, and I love them. Never used them before, never had them before, and I absolutely adore it. It's just, it's not full in your face glitter. It's just really, it's not subtle, but it's nice. Anyway, so I love it. So I've got the magnet in there, and there's the other half of my magnet there, just picked it up. And that's ready to go down on the paper. So, next, you want to cut your, the decorative paper you want to go to the base. And I've cut mine at 9 5/8 of an inch by 7, no, by 6 7/8. So 6 7/8 by 9 5/8. And now all I have to do is figure out where this is going to go. Because I want it, actually I don't mind if it's over this way slightly, better if it's over this way slightly. Okay, so what you're going to do, with the 2 long pieces, you are going to fold at the score line, come back to the base page in a minute. Right, fold at the score line, and I've rounded my edges on the long piece. I've rounded my edges. You don't have to do that. Okay, so you want to, let's get this out of the way. You want to fold and burnish really, really well, and then on one of them, on the shorter flap side, on the 5.5 inch side, you want to put no more than 10mm tape. Okay, and then what you're going to do is pop these together like this, sure they're nice and even. Like that. I'm just going to peel off that tape backing. And stick that down. So now you have a really long piece of paper. Now, when you stick this down, if you want to, you can just stick it down on 3 sides and make a pocket. If that's the case, you want to burnish this centerpiece really well so it's flat. Okay. Slightly off. You can see that is slightly off, but I'm going to cheat slightly. And I'm just going to cut the... And it worked so well in practice as well. Okay. Now the only reason I've got these numbers in pencil is to know, because I've cut my mats out already, and the mats for these are 5 1/4 by 7 1/4. Wow, okay. They're 5 1/4 by 7 1/4 plus a 1/16 for 2 of them. And of course these mats are slightly smaller. So these mats, you're going to score those at that 7 1/2 inch line. Yeah. That's 1, 2, get those ready. And now I want some tape. Okay, stick some double-sided sticky tape or glue or whatever you like to use on the back. Slightly mitering those edges. Now then, pick it all, pick it all. Open the long one up, get some glue on top of that tape. I'm going to put this in this centre panel, just shy of the score line, because I need to be able to open and close this. So that's perfect. That's one for that side. And now the other side. Just going to angle my light down slightly because I can't see very well. There we go. Right, now on this first edge, I'm going to get my magnet and I am going to, before I put on my decorative papers, I'm going to glue this onto here. And the reason it's open at the bottom is I'm gluing it with the base paper in the middle. So I'm going to put the line down here and a line on this side. Make sure that my magnet, the one that's going on the other piece of paper, is facing downwards, because obviously it's not going to be any good facing up. And then just press that on. There we go. Get my baby wipe, get that glue off. This is never having used Wink of Stella before, I went a bit mad. I squeezed it really hard. And so I wasted a lot. I shall know better next time. Okay, so I just want to dry that off now. What we will have is the base page and this. Okay, so you want to take that magnet off the back for a second, keep it somewhere safe. And now I want to place this down on my base page. And I think I will have it open at the top. Nice little secret there, secret pocket. And if you wanted to, you could make this whole pocket smaller and have the decorative snowflake or another decorative edge on all four corners, but the one at the top would be the pull for the tag at the top. That would be quite pretty. Take backing off. Glue on, because we all know that I'm going to make a right hash job of this, and I like the glue to go just over the edge of the tape, so that when you put a tag in here it won't get stuck on that double-sided sticky tape. Okay, now to decide where it's going to fall. Right, I'm going to turn it around this way, I think. So, there looks about good to me. And then the last job is turn it over and pop your magnet on. So the magnet is going to hold. And take. which is why you didn't want to put your decorative papers down in the beginning. Unless of course you don't mind having the magnet on the outside and having like something decorative over the top. So I have got my papers ready to decorate. That's number 8, so I do number 1. No, that's the back. Number 1. With the rounded corners here. So I'm going to put those decorative papers on and then I'll be back. Page is done and it's all decorated up. Of course, if you wanted to, you could put pockets or anything inside here. It's just that I didn't want too much bulk. And then this has to go into here. And then that's the covers done. And I've got no tape on the back. So, but yes, that's it. So that'll be the end result of for the front cover. So that's the back cover done, the front cover done, the outer cover's done, unless I put the gold corners on. It's all done. So yeah, nice, easy one. Now there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 double-sided pages to go. Then I can start on the new mini I'm thinking about. So until next time, bye bye.